Hello everyone and welcome to a new video on the channel. To start with, apologies if you can hear something in the background. That's my fan because it is very hot today, and the curtains are drawn, so the lighting might not be as good as usual, but I have tested and you should hopefully be able to hear me. So yeah, today is going to be my pickups for probably the last month, I'd say. I've not actually bought anything since probably mid-August. I'm not going to be getting anything this month because I am desperately trying to get this pile down, and once it's down, then I'll start rebuying films that I've not seen again. But I haven't as of yet. Just over a week into September, I've not bought anything. I'm cancelling my pre-orders because, well, one of the reasons is because they're holding the London Film Festival early October, and tickets come out next week, and they're showing it at one of my local cinemas, like independent cinemas. They're showing all the films, so I'm going to try and get as many tickets for that as I can. And secondly, I just don't want to keep wasting money on films if they're just going to go into a pile to watch. I'd rather get through them first. Most of these I've seen. I say most, actually only 4 of them I've seen so far. But I am going to try and watch them all before I start buying ones again, because it's just wasting my money at the moment. But there will still be videos on the channel. I've got a few ideas of videos, so yeah, stay tuned for that. But I'll get started. First up, we have The Current War. This has got a great cast. Excuse me. You've got Benedict Cumberbatch, Michael Shannon, Tom Holland, Nicholas Hoult, Catherine Waterston, Tuppence Middleton. Executive produced by Martin Scorsese, and it's basically just about the rivalry between Thomas Edison and George Westinghouse to basically light up America, as they said, in the late 19th century, late 1800s. It was interesting. It could have been better. This film did suffer from a lot of delays, though. It was originally supposed to come out early 2017 and didn't end up coming out into cinemas until late 2019, September, October, I think. And then by that time, they had made a lot of cuts to the film, and this is now what they call the director's cut. And yeah, it's a good film, interesting film. It's just a shame that it was messed around with so much, because it could have been a lot better, I think. Next up, we have Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I recently watched this director André Øvredal's most recent film, The Last Voyage of the Demeter. I thought that was okay. This I really enjoyed, though. I think it's based on a book, series of books, set in the late 60s, about teens. It's sort of like gives it vibes. It's that sort of setting, sort of time, a little bit earlier than it, obviously, and I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good little story, and they're supposed to be doing a second one, so if they do, I should definitely be looking forward to checking that one out. Next up, we have Ready or Not, another horror film I've wanted to watch for a while, and now I'm getting into my horror films more. This is more of a horror comedy. There are quite a lot of comedy elements to it. It's from the directors of the last 2 Scream films, and I really enjoyed the last 2 Scream films. It's got some crossover. I mean, Henry Czerny and Samara Weaving had very small roles in Scream 6. I don't think anyone else was in the last 2 Scream films. But it's a very good film. It's like a cat and mouse horror thriller with comedy thrown into it, about a newlywed bride and the family she's wed into have this tradition that they follow after every new marriage into the family, and it goes nuts, basically. The violence is very over the top, but it's matched with the humour, and it's a very entertaining film overall, and it's only an hour and a half, which is good. Next up, an American import I paid a lot of money for because it was one I wanted to watch, and I'm glad I've got it in the collection now, and that is Multiplicity with Michael Keaton and Andy McDowell, directed by Harold Ramis, who obviously did Groundhog Day, which is my favourite comedy. I think he did the First Vacation film as well. But yeah, it's a very funny film. It's about Michael Keaton, who basically is a dad that is overworked, He's not got enough time in his schedule for his family. He's not even got enough time for his own job. So he ends up getting a clone of himself, and then he gets another clone of himself, and then chaos erupts, and it's a very funny film. Michael Keaton's fantastic in this, playing different versions of the clones, and it's just a very funny film from the 90s, I would say. So yeah, if you like these sorts of films, I paid about £25 for it. I don't know if it's because it's out of print or it's like a MOD film. I don't really know, but I'm glad to have it in the collection. And the rest of the ones that I've not seen yet. So first up we have Mr. Malcolm's List, which is like a British period. I think it's more of a comedy than a drama, I would say. It gives off Bridgerton vibes. I've not seen Bridgerton. Don't know anything about it. I remember it coming out last year, and I was just going through, and I thought it looked interesting. I watched the trailer, that interested me, so yeah, thought why not? I'll give that one a go. This one I completely missed when it came out, and it obviously won Best Picture that year, and that is Parasite. I decided to just go for the Blu-ray. I don't really need to get the 4K. The Blu-ray's enough for me. But it's one that I'm looking forward to delving into very shortly, because I've heard it's a very interesting film, shall we say. So, yeah. Next, another period war film, and that is The Aftermath with Keira Knightley, Jason Clarke and Alexander Skarsgård. Again, I watched the trailer, it looked interesting, it was cheap, and it's got a decent cast, so I thought, why not? I'll give that one a go. Another one, I think this is very split. I think some people really like it, some people really don't, and that is The Lighthouse with Robert Pattinson and Willem Dafoe, directed by Robert Eggers. I've not seen any of Robert Eggers' films yet. I have got The Northman, so I will watch that at some point. But again, this was cheap, and I've heard lots of very mixed things about it. Some people really like it, some people don't, so I thought I'd pick it up and have a look for myself. Then we have Child's Play, this being the 2019 remake, which stars Gabriel Bateman and Aubrey Plaza. Also has Mark Hamill voicing Chucky. Yeah, I know, I probably should have just got the original, but this was really cheap. I saw it with a nice slipcover on Amazon, I think. So yeah, I picked it up, and I'll give it a go at some point soon. And then another American import, which is the most recent thing that I've actually got into the collection. Lovely slipcover on this, and that is Ma, starring Octavia Spencer. Really nice slip, as I say. This is like got a matte finish, and then you've got spot gloss, and it's sort of embossed on the Ma. Yeah, it's just really nice, and the side that's embossed as well. For like, I think it was about £11. I'm really happy with it. I've not seen the film yet, but I will watch it shortly, so if you've seen it, let me know what your thoughts on it are. And that is it. That's all the pickups I've had in the last month. As I say, don't expect many, if any, for a while now. I will still be putting videos out, hopefully. I know it's been a while since I've done one, but yeah, I will hopefully still try to get some videos out. As I say, I've got ideas for some new ones to showcase my collection. I will do reviews for, if I get tickets for any films at the London Film Festival. I will try and get some reviews out for them, because obviously there probably won't be many reviews available on YouTube at that point. I am also, because it's award season coming up, they do tend to put a lot of the streaming films out in cinemas a little bit earlier, before they go on to streaming. So I'm going to try and see them at the cinema. I've got one booked already, so I will do a review for that. It'll be like a week before it comes on streaming, something like that. So yeah, they may not get views, but I did one video of a review back a few years ago. Again, it was for a film that didn't have many reviews on YouTube, wasn't really publicised that much, and I ended up getting almost 500 views on that video. So you never know, some people may watch it, some people may not be interested, but I enjoy doing those sorts of videos. But yeah, that's it. So if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a like, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. turn the notification bell on so you know when I have a new video uploaded onto the channel, and comment down below anything and everything. I get back to anyone that takes the time to leave me a comment. And that is it. So until next time, everyone, take care. Goodbye.